Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. So let's jump into the reading. The Knight of Shields in this deck, it's called Shields. It's pentacles, discs, coins, depending on the deck that you use. This knights for me bring change in the suit that they're in. This knight is a very slow moving knight, unlike the Knight of Swords or the Knight of wands that come, charging in on their horse and quickly try to change things, potentially with force. This knight is very slow and methodical, and perhaps he's even holding his horse back in this picture because he knows that slow and steady wins the race. This suit plays the long game. They do not come in and expect things to change immediately. They plan, they're methodical, they're very grounded. It's an earth sign. And they know that there is a process to things and that it's okay to be patient and to wait for them to unfold, and that there are times when it's not appropriate to force. So this night tells me that change is coming on perhaps a material level, a health level, a family level, but it's something that needs to be implemented in a methodical way, and delayed gratification is probably a must, or is just the way it's going to be. And to be okay with that. It's okay that it is going to take a while, because sometimes that's just the way things are. So looking at the Temperance card, the Temperance, even though there's water and it's asking to balance emotions, the Temperance card very much to me is a grounding card. It asks you to look at your life and see, are you balanced? And sometimes we really think we are, and we're really not. So even sometimes we can be heavily overscheduled, or we're working too much, we're not exercising enough, or we're exercising too much, we're not spending enough time with our family, we're not spending enough time on ourselves and our creative endeavors or things that bring us joy. And so even make a list, like try to quantify it. That's what this knight would do. He would sit down and say, okay, I'm looking at Temperance. Where's the balance in my life? Am I balanced? And write it down and try to quantify how many hours he spends on these things every week. And look for ways to slowly, this isn't, we don't need anything drastic, because sometimes trying to drastically change things in a precipitous manner is not going to work. It's unrealistic. And he's very realistic. The Knight of Shields they don't get much more practical than this guy. So really look at where things may be out of balance, and make some long-term goals and slowly try to change things, and see if that can help. Now, interesting with the Three of Wands, though, the Three of Wands, wands are usually fast-moving, passion, work, things that you're really excited about. And in this card, it's pretty interesting because I really like this card because I'm a horse person. We have two horses in the reading this week. So if you look at this card, they're really looking at this horse very carefully and making sure that if they're purchasing this horse, that it is what it is. If you look at a horse's teeth, you can tell how old they are. So if someone's trying to pass along this horse it's a young horse, and you look at their teeth and it's not, it's in this deck, this Three of Wands really kind of has some of the energy of the Knight of Shields in it, is to, as you're implementing things, even if you're very passionate about it, it's very good to balance it with this night's energy of really dotting your I's and crossing your T's and being methodical about it and not letting your enthusiasm cause you to make mistakes or not be as thorough as maybe you should. So I don't, this kind of is sounding a little negative, but I don't think this is a negative reading at all. In fact, I think what it may be saying is because you have, we look at the progression of the cards this way, if you have balanced, or, lots of times, sorry, I'm all over the place all of a sudden. I tend to read the card. You can read the cards any way, in chronologically, or I often read the middle card with more emphasis and kind of combining the two of those. If you have been balanced in your approach, using the Knight of Shields energies of being very practical and grounded with your enthusiasm, and when you're implementing what you're doing in the Three of Wands, having that balance between not being so overly enthused that you gloss over details that are important, with not being too slow and methodical that you lose the fire and the passion for what you're doing, that type of balance is just a recipe for success. So this week, nothing exciting may happen, but you're really laying the groundwork, or you have laid the groundwork and are going to start to slowly things are going to start to become revealed to you. That is a direct result of you having this balanced, earthy, grounded, well planned out endeavor in whatever area of your life. I could apply this to me. At the end of January, it wasn't a New Year's resolution. It was kind of part of my public health class, talking about how evil sugar is. And I said, you know what? I work out regularly, and I can't, not as much as I want to, but I work out pretty regularly. I don't think I eat a lot of sugar. Why can't I lose weight? I'm just going to do an experiment and cut back on sugar and carbs and processed foods. Well, once I really had to examine what I was eating, and by not eating it, I was, first of all, pretty surprised to see how much sugar I was consuming and carbs. But so it was a good, awakening, but it's been a slow process, but I've been losing a pound a week for a couple months. So it's slow and steady, but I'm not trying to force it, and I'm just allowing this process to unfold. So that's just an example of how this could play out in your life. So I thank you very, very much for watching. I do these readings really for just my own enjoyment. I didn't really, at this point, I don't have time to offer readings. I would feel that it would be I would feel probably stressed and rushed because of trying to have balance in my life. I just don't feel like I have the time and energy that I would be able to do to center myself, to become calm enough and present enough to do the quality of reading that I would like to do for people. However, my son suggested, since I'm nearing 50 subscribers, that as a thank you to people who have subscribed, that I will offer a free reading. So just to let you know, when I hit 50 subscribers, not sure how I'll do it yet, but I'll figure out a way to give a free reading to someone if they would like that. So look forward to that in the next few little bit here. And I appreciate you stopping by to see my reading today. Take care. Bye.